actually was pretty bad. Like you and go ahead.
It's the NBA play-in, day one here on the bench. Let's go. Hello, Pilipinas. This is the bench, and welcome to our huddle where we offer a layman's view on anything and everything basketball from a bunch of regular dudes who eat, sleep, and breathe hoops. And today, well, first of all, I'm Julio Dubs Diehard, and with me is J Homie underscore J Ortega on IG, or our favorite J.
Hello from the movies.
Okay, this is our new schedule, diba, Jay? I mean, that's why I guess Mike's not
Yeah.
here because
Well,
we have this
yeah.
schedule now that, as much as possible, by hook or by crook, the show must go on. Kung kaya, kung kaya. Ganun ba yun? We will be on every
Maski
play
mag-isa
day,
ka
game
or
day.
mag-isa ako, ganun
Yeah.
ba?
No naman. Up, wait.
Mag-isa
Okay,
si
hold on.
Mike.
You see, I have workers behind me. Are they gonna come out? And no, not yet. So it's funny that I'm doing this stream. Yeah, okay. So we're doing this stream despite me having workers in the house. So I better put my mask sometimes on. But anyway, we're here to talk about the two play-in games today, which are actually pretty good. Well,
Mm.
we'll talk about them later. And
They were both close games naman.
yeah, they were both close games. Well,
Okay.
well, let's get to it. Let's get to the first game now. Let's get to the first game.
Sige,
Okay, the
sige. Let's
first game
do it.
was Cleveland.
Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, and the
Yeah,
Cleveland Cavs.
Cleveland versus Brooklyn. And so based on the score here, you can see that Cleveland advances. They beat
Hmm.
the Cavs and they're now the seventh seed,
Right.
right? So
And they're gonna be facing Boston for the actual playoffs on the
sorry,
first round.
I thought I was supposed to press that. So there. um, Jay, your thoughts on the game? What did you think
Yeah,
first about the game?
I thought Cleveland had a chance there for a while, but Kyrie just really went off today, man.
Yeah,
Like we
what did
both
Kyrie?
said, apparently I didn't get to read your comment on the chat group, but we both mentioned Uncle Drew was filming a commercial today, man.
Yeah, Uncle Drew. What Kyrie did not miss in the first half. He went 9 for
No,
9,
and
or
he shot 80% for the game, fifty
yeah. So
percent from Trace, man. So that was an impressive game by the unvaxxed.
the, the unvaxxed, and ako right now I am the unmaxed. So wait, hold
Ano
on.
lang ah, if you look at the box scores here, no wait, bring it up.
Sorry.
If
I'm,
you look
I'm
at the
trying to.
box scores here, KD, Brown, and Kyrie both played over 40 minutes. Here's the thing, lang eh. They needed to be able to beat the Cavs, who,
Yes.
by the way, did not have Allen their center today. So that was kind of a letdown for them. But I mean, if I don't know if they can sustain playing over 40 minutes throughout the entire playoffs, especially for both Kyrie and KD, because those two are going to be guarded. Um, all teams are going to be throwing their best defenders at both these players, and if they're going to be averaging over 40 a game, I don't know, man. That's going to be pretty hard for them to sustain, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I thought, diba, Brooklyn went off. I mean, came off to a hot start. They were up by 20 in the
They
first
did,
quarter.
yeah,
Then,
yeah,
then they kind of fizzled. Well, you
right.
know what? I
Napagod
don't
din eh.
know. I don't really know if it was fizzle or they just let the gas off muna, and then whenever the Cavs would challenge, they just
Yeah,
they would do enough, but they would do enough just to win
right,
this game. I don't think.
right.
Did you feel that Brooklyn was ever going to be in trouble in this game?
Not
I
necessarily,
Yeah,
albeit it was a pretty close game, but Brooklyn had this in control from the get go.
I think so.
But like you
Also,
said, no, like you mentioned, I mean, they sort of either fizzled or let go of the gas for a bit. That's the thing.
yeah,
I think they got tired, but they did their job though, made tambak right away. So they were able to, to do that against better teams like, Philadelphia or the Bucks or Miami. I don't know, man. That might be a harder thing to sustain or do. You know, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
looking
no.
at the bigger picture. If they're gonna make a run at the ring, syempre, everyone naman. I mean, even if this is like the best ever seven seed in the playoffs, man. So
I know, right? Can you imagine that? I'm checking on the Cavs though, and Karis LeVert was a no-show, diba? I mean, no-show. Mobley was okay. Darius Garland
Mhm.
carried the whole thing. I don't even think. Okay, I don't know. I don't even think. We'll see. We'll see who wins between Atlanta and Charlotte. But I don't. I don't know. But I messaged in the group that it'll be so weird if how great a season the Cavs had, and in the end they're not in the playoffs. Rin pala. You know what I mean? I mean that's how it's gonna look like. So we'll see. We'll see after the playing games tomorrow. But sorry for the Cavs. They hit the Brooklyn Nets, who will now face the Celtics, right?
Right. I
That's
think
gonna
if Allen's not going to be coming back anytime soon, at least for the next game, against the, I feel kasi Atlanta's going to beat Charlotte. And
yeah.
against Atlanta, they're gonna need him kasi, dude, Capella and Okongwu alone. I mean, that's Trey's bread and butter.
Yeah.
When he goes in, either he makes his shot from outside, he drives to the basket, or there's an easy hoop for any of the centers they have.
Hello, Andre, for
Go
tuning
Nets.
in. Go Nets. Yep. And he said that baby Simmons now is not needed.
I think
Hey,
I think Ben is going to be needed for them to beat the Bucks, for them to beat Miami. That's
hey,
what
but
I feel.
did you see what Ben was wearing?
Wow, man.
Did you see that?
Green leather outfit,
No,
man, yours.
no, it was not leather. Let me
Lamb, di
correct
ba?
you with it
Lamb
was
skin, lamb
lamb.
skin.
It
Hindi ba leather din ang lamb skin?
yeah, but we're assuming it's like super. No, no, I'm
No, but it's
assuming it's
not
like
cow. It's not cow skin.
I dude. It could have been. See, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have PETA against me if I mention more animals. Could have been this animal. Wow, activists, patay. But isn't that it's lamb, dude?
Lamb nga, lamb
Isn't lamb
skin.
like a baby sheep?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
High fashion daw eh. Pero madami magagalit sa PETA dyan.
So tama nga si Andre. Baby Simmons is wearing baby sheep.
Not
Anyway,
needed daw eh.
not okay.
I think he'd be the best matchup against Giannis though.
Well,
Uh, I,
let's.
the guy can't shoot for shit to save his life, but dude, the guy can defend. Something a player like that who's at 6'10" and can also relieve Kyrie from bringing the ball down should be able to help them.
How many players played for the Nets? Wait, I'm gonna check this out. Two, four, six, eight. They had
They
an
had,
eight
they
man.
had they had nine, including Edwards, but I mean Edwards
Yeah,
and Dragic hardly played, less than
but that's
ten
an
minutes.
eight-man rotation, right? That's pretty much
Yes,
your eight-man rotation.
that's
And dude,
pretty
huh?
much it.
Uh, that's a solid
I,
eight-man rotation.
I,
That's
I
not
can't
bad for
expect
me.
I can't expect Brown to flirt with a triple double every game either. I mean, the guy had a really good game today. I highly doubt that's sustainable for Brown. He's not that great a player.
Well, no, he's not gonna keep. He's not gonna be. But he'll do all the little stuff. But
Sure.
for me, this is not a bad eight-man to nine-man rotation for them.
No
Because I was
naman, no naman. I
this,
mean,
this,
Seth Curry should help more. He didn't really help much today, but I mean, he should be able to help in future games. But
yeah.
Patty Mills the same. Drummond had a good game actually. Claxton too.
Considering he only played 18 minutes, no?
Right. I
Madami
think
pang
I think that's where the Cavs missed Allen. Diba? Drummond had
yeah.
quite even Claxton quite had a few, easy gimmies uh, under the basket.
Hintayin mo lang. You know what,
But
Andre?
where
When
is the baby now?
when Simmons comes back, we will dedicate the show to you. That's what I'm. Diba? That's very good. Okay. So okay, Brooklyn on to the second seed right now. Brooklyn on to face the second seed, which is the Boston
The
Celtics,
Boston
and
Celtics. That should be a
um,
really good series. Huh? Not
that should be a
yeah.
really good, any team the Nets would have faced coming out
Uh-huh.
of the seventh seed would have been a
Would have
really
been
good
right,
series.
right,
Diba?
right, right. And let's see now. What Boston is made of.
Yeah.
They
Next.
wanted this because they were trying to avoid the Raptors.
Yeah, that's our theory. They wanted to avoid the Raptors
Yeah,
because of the border issues. Lakas
yeah,
naman.
man. Brown apparently and Horford are both unvaxxed, so
What do you call
problema yan.
the what do you call that advantage for the Raptors?
Advantage for the ewan ko, country
Yeah, home country advantage.
home country advantage.
Hindi home court, 'di ba? Hindi home court, home country advantage 'yun. But anyway, so ay nako. Mike, I need your jokes. The second game,
Oh, he had
nato,
quite a lot of Tito jokes the last time. Dalawa sila ni
natotorfy
Bobby
ako
Alvarez.
dito na pag wala si Mike. The second game for today was okay. This is
Uh-huh.
I find this game I find absolutely hilarious. I'm sorry. That
Yeah, man, this was just nuts.
the Minnesota Timberwolves go on a I forget the number. But they go on a run.
It was a
Cat
16-2 run, if I'm not
no,
mistaken.
it
That
ended
kind
up
of put them
becoming
in the lead.
22-4 or something like
Something like
that.
that.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they went on a run when Cat got fouled out. They lose Cat and they're down and they go on a run to beat the Clippers. And this is a very experienced Clipper squad. In fact, I was even
Yeah.
maybe I voodooed them. I said this is the same Clipper squad that went to the Western Conference Finals last year. You just
Right.
exchange Ibaka for Covington, and then you
Uh-huh.
exchange Pat Beverly for Norman Powell, and this is the same team. You know what
Right.
I mean?
And you'd
Okay.
think the Clippers had a better lineup this season. I mean,
Yeah.
Powell can score. He can also defend. But Pat Bev brought his character and turned that entire team into a Pat Bev team, man. Ayan na.
Hello, Manoli.
Manoli MVP daw.
Pero also,
Seriously though, I mean, Pat Bev made a huge dent today. Revenge game ang punyemas.
Pat Bev. Well, I'll talk about
But,
Pat Bev also in a while, and then I'll just address Andre by saying walang Kawhi.
walang
Kawhi,
kaway nga.
Kawhi wasn't
Kaway na lang sa
Kawhi,
sideline.
but no, but Kawhi was not. Even last year, they got to the Western Conference Finals even with Kawhi going down against Utah. That's what made
Right.
pa nga Utah even bigger chokers because nawala na nga si Kawhi, hindi pa rin kaya ng
Hindi
Utah
pa
to,
rin
to knock them
nanalo.
off,
Right.
di ba?
Right.
Remember that? It was
Right.
so this is essentially the team that knocked off Utah and went to the Western Conference Finals. I mean,
Finals.
if
Yeah.
di ba? So
Right.
Minnesota
And
knocks them.
most people now regard this team as a better team than what they had last time.
Yeah.
I mean, Rocco is a step up from an old Ibaka. Powell, di ba, is a better
Yeah.
player than Pat Bev. Yun lang. Pat Bev went to the other team and did damage for them.
And did Pat Bev things, right? That's
Yeah.
But okay, before I talk about Pat Bev, I'm gonna talk about Paul Rudd.
Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd, I mean
The
Anthony
Ant
Edwards. I
Boy.
won't tell us say Ant-Man, dude. Are we seeing? Am I gonna voodoo him? Are we seeing a future superstar? That's a future superstar right there. Second year
I
in
think,
the league.
yeah, man. Even Reggie Miller said earlier, this was sort of like a coming out party for
Dude,
Ant-Man.
his game is so pang playoffs. Dude. He just
Yeah.
gets the
Yeah.
ball on
Right.
and stop me. That's what he did. Stop me. That's
Right.
it's
Right. And stop me. Yeah.
it's
The guy
essentially
hit
what
face. He went into he forayed into the into the basket and either he made a dunk or he got fouled.
yeah.
That's how you play playoff basketball.
That's exactly what LeBron would
Yeah.
do. That's exactly what
Right.
Dwayne Wade would do. That's exactly what
Right.
Luca does. That's exactly what all the superstars and the clutch players and
Mhm.
the franchise players. That's exactly what it looked like Edwards was doing today, as
Right.
opposed to Carl Anthony Towns, because all the ones who falter in the playoffs this is what they do also. They foul out in a play-in game. Diba? So,
See,
we'll see.
that's a big difference I see here compared to the past Minnesota teams that had a lot of talent also. None of those talents, Wiggins, Cat included, could really take charge and and play big in big games. But
Yeah.
with D'Lo, with Antman, both played extremely well today and hit timely baskets because it was a tight game. Huh?
Yeah,
Clippers
yeah.
were right there
Clippers
fighting
were
till the
controlling
end, but
most of the game, actually.
yeah, no, I thought for sure they'd win, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially when Cat got his sixth foul. Early on pa lang di ba? The three fouls first quarter. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
yari yata to. Even Pat Bev, di ba? Three fouls in like the first 10
10
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
But he was smart enough to, play his game without adding to his fouls. Si Kat spongklong talaga, man.
Right. You know the
Kat
thing,
tangahan eh.
and you know what's good about Pat Bev though, because when you put Pat Bev against D'Lo, di ba they're the backcourt now, di ba? Pat Bev and D'Lo. What's nice about
Right,
it is that D'Lo's soft. Let's admit it. D'Lo had 29 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. But we know, at least I know, or we know that D'Lo can also easily end up with a stinker game, shooting 2 for whatever, and then
right,
you know what I
right.
mean. So
Yeah,
D'Lo is parang
easily.
he's a swing guy. He's not.
Mm-mm.
Carl's supposed to be the superstar. Ant-Man's supposed to be that type.
And right,
D'Lo is the swing guy. Eh. If D'Lo's
mm-mm.
hot, D'Lo's really hot. You know what I mean?
Right,
He
right, right.
can
Very streaky player.
very streaky. But what's
Mm-mm.
nice is that you have Pat Bev in the backcourt as your bulldog. I mean, because D'Lo won't guard the way Pat Bev does. That's
No, not at all. Not at all. He's really not a good defender. I
yeah.
think though, yeah, when you're talking about defense, Vanderbilt played really well
Yes,
today.
Vanderbilt's.
Yan ang parang yan ang parang mini junior Rodman nila.
Yeah,
And
yeah, of course.
he did a lot of damage today, huh? McDaniels played, did his job naman also. So did
Mac,
Reed actually.
McDaniels is the feed to the fire. I mean, bahala ka na dyan. do
Medyo,
it. Do what you can against Paul
but he
George.
had a good streak of games during the regular season. This McDaniels
Yeah,
na
yeah, yeah.
injure
No,
lang eh.
dude, I like both McDaniel brothers. They're tall and they can do it all. They're
Mm-mm.
good. I like
Right,
them.
right,
I
right,
like them.
right, right.
Diba? It's
Good
Jalen and
sub
Jaden, diba?
for Vanderbilt. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
this guy kasi has more offense than Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt's a lockdown defender. Solid this
It's
guy.
weird to say, but Pat Beverly technically took over Josh Okogie's role. Diba? They had,
Yeah, yeah.
diba? Parang
Okogie
ganyan eh.
hardly gets
That's
minutes na.
yeah.
You're right. Puta, 9 seconds lang pala
Yeah,
today.
9 seconds. That's why. So that's where Pat Bev came in. And before kasi when Rubio was here, it was really remember Rubio came from Minnesota
Yeah,
also, remember?
yeah.
That
Before the
was
camp.
really janky, you know why? Because when you have Rubio and D'Lo in the backcourt, yan talaga walang depensa.
Wala, wala,
There's no
wala,
defense
wala.
coming
You're right.
from that.
Yeah,
So sabi nga ni Manoli Pat Bev for MVP. So now Minnesota
yeah.
goes and will face the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yep.
Diba? Who, I mean,
Yeah,
all
na.
my plans went away. I wanted the Clippers against the Grizzlies. But now we'll have Pat Bev messing around with Ja Morant.
That's the thing. Mike was hoping and praying for this matchup. Ayan, diba? Let's see now. I mean, the Grizz have been talking a lot of trash during this whole season's run. Hey,
Yeah,
they
they're
made
a
it to number
chirpy
2.
bunch.
So now, yeah, very. So now, ayan, back it up. Ja's gonna have to back it up against one of the fiercest defenders and trash
No,
talkers
dude.
in the
Actually,
league, man.
this is gonna be the battle of the Angas young teams.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Diba?
Yeah,
See,
man. I'm actually I'm a pretty much I'm a Minnesota hater because of
what they
what they
did to the
did on
lake.
that LA game. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I wanna see some come up and I was hoping Clippers would deliver, but the Clippers are the Clippers
Are the
are the
Clippers.
Clippers.
We'll get to the Clippers after Minnesota nga. Sabi ni Doc Nesty, the Grizz and Wolves, ganda niyan, grind and grind. Yes.
Yes,
It'll be
actually. It's
it'll
gonna
be
be a
like an
really good series, Doc.
it's gonna be like an MTV beach party.
Ang
There'll be
enforcer ng mini, yung kanilang
grinding.
maliit na player, enforcer ng kabila, yung sentro. Yari
No,
din si Kat dyan, ha, kay Adams. Pahirapan siya niyan, ha?
Cat versus Adams. But dude, yung angas rin ni Anthony Edwards, tignan natin ang gagawin ni Dylan Brooks, di ba? Yung mga ganyan, that's what's gonna happen
Yan.
here. Yeah.
It's a really, really interesting series, actually. I mean, you have Bane, di ba?
Dami.
Madaming wings players, madami ring solid na wing defenders naman ng Minnesota. So it should be a grit and grind
Uy,
kind of.
may nag-comment.
Oy! Oy! Battle of the Chirpers. Ayan, no? Suns and Clips Battle of the Chokers.
Oh, you can't call the Suns anymore chokers, Mike, ha? Kasi
Choker
they
pa
were
ba
the
yan? Nag-finals
finals.
na yan, ha?
Oo nga.
Nag-lead
Okay.
pa ng buong season.
We will get to the Clippers now because you're so right, Jay. I mean, I was rooting. I mean, I'm even laughing at
Wow,
myself for having to have rooted for them, so to speak, because
Right?
of course, they will do this.
Every year, they keep getting better roster-wise. Every year, people keep saying, oh, it's this time, puta, ibang klase na, this Clippers, galing.
Only wings na, only wings
blah,
na.
blah, 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 blah. Diba? The Lakers are the other team na in LA. Now, even if the Lakers had the worst season in years, this year, Clippers still became the Clippers. Clippers are the Clippers. They will Clippers.
Well, okay. They're not out yet. Okay, they're not. Okay.
No,
Can I just say
no.
Can I just say something about Paul George? And I don't know if you're gonna agree with me or not. Isn't
Oh.
Paul George the best 3-point shooter late in games when it means nothing at all? Dude, he makes all those shots. Diba?
Yeah,
Like kanina.
he just did
diba?
one earlier. Right.
No, he did two. They were down by 6. He makes a 3-point shot. Like, wow. But and I was telling my son Mateo, you watch. Paul George will take another 3-point shot and it will miss. But no, that didn't happen. The Wolves went up. And then they were up by like 7 or 5 and then or 7 and then he makes like this 40-footer.
He's the most clutch when it doesn't matter.
Exactly. He is the most clutch player I know when the game is out of reach.
He played fairly well in all fairness. He played fairly well today.
Dude, in all fairness, he always plays fairly well. Doesn't he?
He's also the best player in the first 3 quarters. And then,
yes, yeah, diba? He'll score like
when it's needed the most.
20 of his 34 points in the third and then nothing.
Yeah, they was solid. Yeah. And then
no, sorry. 20 of 34. Yeah. Well, that's why he'll score 20 of 34 in the third, and then he won't score the whole fourth and hit those 2 trays that mean nothing already in the end. That's Paul George.
Now looking at where they're gonna be, what's happening for them in the nearest future.
Oh wait, yeah. Before that, I wanna address Mike Muna. I wanna address
Julio
Muna
defending SP3.
No, but you can't call them chokers when they're the first. Well, we'll see. Tapos Manalo Wolves against Grizz, saya ng Dubs. Yes and no. You know why? Can you imagine?
Ni Julio,
well, dude, the Dubs had a hard time against the Wolves this year also. Can you imagine the irony of everyone saying that the Wolves lost the trade, but then the Wolves beat the Dubs with Wiggins? That'd be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. But anyway, like what you were saying, Jace, again, let's go to the bracket.
But yeah, San Antonio and the Pels next. You see any of these teams beating the Clips?
I would like to say, of course not.
Diba? That's the obvious answer naman. I mean, if you know your basketball, parang Dame, labo. But because it's the Clippers.
Dude, I don't know, Okay, if the Clippers lose to the Pelicans or to San Antonio, remind me never again to have them in any of my ulterior motive plans to beat any other teams, okay? As in...
Dude, no amount of voodoo will work when you're talking about the Clippers.
I know.
I think that's been established now.
I know. I'm highly disappointed today that they couldn't even beat the team. Anyway, but So, but it will be fun. Well, as you can see there, Minnesota moves, as you can see in the bottom here,
Right.
Minnesota moves to face the Grizzlies, whereas in the
Hmm.
East, Brooklyn will go face
Against the
Boston.
Boston Celtics.
So tomorrow, what's up, Jay? Tomorrow
Yeah.
we are going to have
Are we predicting? Who you got?
ako go Spurs go, man.
Spurs. Ako din eh. I have a feel.
Yeah.
Diba, no? I mean, they have a better coach. Wala namang go-to guy per se talaga rin tong, well, they have CJ. But if
If
the Spurs can defend CJ, yari yan. Pels na yan. Tingin ko, ha?
Murray plays. If Murray plays, Spurs ako. If Murray doesn't play,
Ay, oo nga pala, no? He's
'di
coming
ba?
off an injury. Right, right.
'Di ba?
He was sick. Sick lang naman eh.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Non-COVID sickness. So I suppose
Max.
he'll play. He should play. He's an all-star for the team, man.
Take care,
Good
Doc. Sige,
exposure for him.
mag-opera ka muna.
Hoy, merong
Focus on that.
operahan pala si Doc. Good luck.
'Di ba?
Basketball
Baka
muna si Doc
yeah,
bago
yeah.
mag-opera.
So, yeah, I think the Clippers should, but you know what? I think it'll be the Spurs, and then they face the Clippers, and then I'll toss that up to how. Let's see with the Clippers na lang what they do. Um,
What about the other game? Atlanta Charlotte.
Again, I think
Parang
Atlanta
Atlanta
should be,
should win, eh, no?
yeah, and I think Atlanta should beat the Cavs also.
Also, right?
Yeah,
Yes. So masaya yan. I mean,
masaya.
Miami against Atlanta, it's not gonna feel like number one versus number eight, I think.
No, it's
Di
gonna
ba?
be well,
Di
parang
ba? It's
number
gonna
one
be more
versus number
competitive
four.
than that. Yan, medyo ganyan. Medyo ganyan.
Okay, so Alan's here and he says Timberwolves game was intense. Yes, it was
Yes,
intense.
most definitely. Dala talaga ni, ano nga, MVP nga, sabi ni Manuel, Pat Bev.
Pat Bev for you know, but Manoli's hilarious. He told me kanina, di ba he's been saying that he wants the Grizzlies to beat the Dubs. He's for the
Yeah,
Grizzlies,
yeah.
right? And
Right,
then
right.
he sees Pat Bev kanina, then he says he wants Pat Bev to kick the Grizzlies ass.
O paano na yung prediction of the Grizz beating the Dubs?
Manoli's all for the entertainment value. That's what you
Gulo ni Manuel, eh.
astig si Pat Bev. Yeah,
Oo, solid.
as emphasis on us.
Astig. He was the one who got Curry injured, right? That's why
Well,
Curry
okay, he
missed
did.
a
Okay,
ton of
I'm gonna
games.
clarify that he did
Hindi
really
naman
go
sadya.
out. No, hindi
Right,
sa
right.
job, but he did
Yeah,
bump
yeah.
knees with Curry
Right.
in the 2016 first round game when he was with Houston, which caused Curry
Also,
to miss. Yeah, yeah, yeah. First round,
right,
Houston versus the Dubs. They were the eighth seed. Pat Bev was with
right.
Houston. Of course, he was being Pat Bev, and then they bumped knees. Curry got a bruised knee for a while, and he came back na in the Portland series the next round.
Right,
But
right,
that's what
right.
kept his mobility the whole playoffs. That's why he wasn't so fast. But I will say, okay, before we end, I will say this about Pat Bev. I mean, I'm not sure if everyone knows the story of Pat Bev. Pat Bev, super impact, yeah, super impacto. I don't know if you remember, Jay, that Pat Bev came from the Euro League or some international league, right? He came from
Right,
a
yeah,
international
yeah.
league, and he was given a break in the NBA. And all this, I think, also all this you see of Pat Bev is his ticket to stay in the NBA. Because if he doesn't do
Right,
this, he's there goes his NBA career technically,
right.
diba? Okay. People, workers behind me, but okay. So what's up? Tomorrow, two games,
Yeah.
and then we'll be back. I mean, we'll be
Mhm.
right here at around 1:30 ish, two
Af-
ish again.
Uh-huh.
We'll
After tomorrow, we'll have the full lineup na for the entire playoff.
Yeah.
So,
No, we'll still have one
ay,
more on
not pa pala.
Saturday.
Yeah, one more,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Right, right, right.
Diba?
Twice to
The
beat nga
Saturday
pala the one that lost.
the Saturday game, I might have to stream this from Antipolo if kaya mo. We'll see.
Ayos lang yan.
Diba? You let me know if you let me know kung kaya mo rin, diba? But Diba? The show must go on.
The show must go
The
on.
bench must go on. Ano to sabi ni Andre? May Chinese
Ayun.
league. Is that what he's talking about?
Baka.
I think, wait, I'm not sure if Pat Bev
For
came from
who?
the European League or the Chinese League.
Baka that's
Um,
what Andre's saying.
yeah, I'm gonna research on that. But sige. Um, you know what? This would be good. We'll be here every day till the playoffs. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you everyone
Uh-huh.
for commenting, and Alan, Nesty, Mike. I hope you will be with us tomorrow. Andre, Manols, thanks.
Thanks for
See you
joining
here
us,
at the
guys.
same time after the games tomorrow. Jay,
Hmm. Yeah,
send
shout
us.
out first. I wanna extend prayers to Boy at Season. He's a sports caster. He's been on TV doing sports. Also, a really nice guy. He also DJs. Medyo his health is suffering right now. So speedy recoveries to you, Boy at prayers, man. And with that said, we always say it first here on
The
the
bench.
bench. See you tomorrow,
See you
guys.
tomorrow, man. Wait, hold on, hold on, because I might mess this up.